As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC Wildcard matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And incomplete to open things up.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play 1 and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
47 on the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Locke now on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Melvin Gordon. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Clock now to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
35-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deebo Samuel, 41 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
22-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
On the carry.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Number 30, Philip Lindsey.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Lindsey. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yard. To the 11.
Desmond King on the tackle. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Block working out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Here's Eckler to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down.
his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 39.
2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Herbert's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7-yard
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Broncos 13, Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap to Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's third down and 5 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
A 34-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He's calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Steps away to his left. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
They talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was taken
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Locke, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And McManus able to put it through. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. It's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but it does bring a level now.
I like how you put that in there. It brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On On second down, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Herbert back to the air. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's third down. And 3 yards.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
On the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 14-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and goal, Chargers.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score, Chargers 23, Broncos 16.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Locke now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
More yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, first and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
The 28-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brendan McManus
in a tie game, 4th quarter. That's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Down. 3rd and 12.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on
the last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now Gordon on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.